Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. I'm gonna check the sound now, if I can find it. Ooh, apparently I did not do it right. Never mind. No, it was here. Good morning. I am 5. Good morning. I am 5. Okay, the sound seems good. All right, I think the sound is good. Is it? Hello, hello. Hello, Mary. I'm trying to check the sound. I don't know what's happening. Hello, hello. Come on. All right, I think the sound is good. Oh, yeah, the sound is good. Perfect. Thank you, Mary. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Zazu. Good morning, Judy. All right. It is time for us to start. And yesterday we introduced the concept of sympathetic joy, mudita in Pali. And today we will start looking at all the obstacles to feeling sympathetic joy. And there are quite a few, as you can imagine: judgment, comparison, prejudice, demeaning, envy, boredom, avarice. So let's just start with the most habitual: judgment. Sharon Salzberg, in her other book called Loving Kindness, The Revolutionary Art of Happiness, says this: it's all too easy to believe or even insist that other people should behave just as we want them to, that they should pursue lifestyles and sources of happiness in precisely the ways we deem appropriate. With this orientation, no wonder we find it difficult to be happy for the countless people we can never control. And we find ourselves feeling disgruntled and frustrated with others as they simply go about living their lives. To be non-judgmental means having flexibility of mind and the ability to let go of our attachment to what seems right to us. Have you ever had the experience of giving someone advice or offering an opinion that turned out to be drastically wrong? For example, someone you know is about to go on vacation to a particular place where you had a difficult time. And you say, don't go there, it's inconvenient, the weather is bad, the people are unfriendly. If you go, you're just gonna end up miserable. But your friend goes there anyway and has a wonderful time. Can you let go of having given that terribly mistaken piece of advice and simply say, I'm delighted that you had a good time? And how many times are we wrong? Perhaps quite a few times in any given day. And if we see that someone has ignored our advice and has come out very well nonetheless, can we be happy for them? Can we uphold another's happiness as a priority over our own righteousness? Sympathetic joy is non-judgmental. It slices through our predilection to force the world to accord with our views. People may choose to live in ways quite different from our lives. They may do things differently from how we do them. They may find happiness in things that would not bring much happiness to us personally. Some may choose to live more comfortably, while we choose to live more simply. Some may have children, while we may choose not to. Can we allow the lives of others to be different from ours and still feel happy for them? Can we rejoice for them as their happiness grows, in whatever way that's happening? Of course, a certain element of discernment is always important here as well. People may delude themselves into thinking they're doing something that will bring them happiness, when they're actually creating more suffering for themselves or for others. Sympathetic joy does not mean that whenever someone proclaims their happiness, we have to be delighted. Sometimes we may perceive that they're actually miserable or setting themselves up for failure. But if people are genuinely happy in their choice of action or lifestyle, we don't need to impose our standards. If they're not harming themselves, if they're not harming others, can we be generous enough to feel joy for them without judgment? This is the practice of mudita, the sympathetic joy. So let's explore this together now. Take a comfortable position and, as always, take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, your breath, your mind, your heart. Settle into this moment right here, right now. See if you can create some sense of spaciousness in your breath, letting all the experiences of the present moment to simply flow through you as energy that they are. No struggle, no judgment. Just like with the formal loving kindness practice, the formal sympathetic joy practice has the same stages. First, you sending sympathetic joy toward the good friend, which we did yesterday. Then a benefactor, a neutral person, a challenging person, all beings, and lastly, all beings in all 10 directions. So for the practice today, you may either continue with your good friend from yesterday, or choose a benefactor of sorts, someone who is a good influence in your life, someone you admire. Reflect on a particular source of happiness in their life and start reciting your sympathetic joy phrase, directing the energy towards this person. May your good fortune continue. May your happiness not diminish. Or whatever phrase that resonates the best with you in this instance. And simply recite the phrase over and over again, one phrase. And let part of your attention scan your body, heart, and mind. As you recite this phrase, what do you feel in your body, in your heart, in your breath? What thoughts come to mind? If less than skillful mind states visit you, like judgment or envy, can you refrain from judging yourself for it? Just don't read too much into it. Simply remind yourself that this is a normal part of your practice. How human of me. Trust that with time, you will find this boundless state of sympathetic joy unencumbered by the obstacle of judgment. I'll be quiet for a minute or so, allowing you connect with your direct experience without the distraction of my voice. And now place your hands on your heart, thanking yourself for this powerful work that you've just done. And send loving kindness to yourself, repeating after me, silently or out loud. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. And as you gently let go of this practice, as always, scan your body. Notice what's going on for you right now, physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you, really? And as you go through your day today, I invite you to continue noticing your internal response to the good fortune of others, whether they are your friends or otherwise. Is it truly sympathetic joy, or is it some form of envy, or perhaps a mix of the two? This is a gentle exploration, so try not to judge yourself, whatever you discover. Instead, enjoy your discoveries. Thank you so much for being here today. Tomorrow is Lorna's breathing practice, and I will see you on Friday.